Hello and welcome to the AGU Global Business Podcast. This is your host, and today we're diving into one of the most remarkable stories in the modern global business landscape, the story of Starbucks in China. Now, if you're thinking coffee in a tea-drinking country, you're not wrong. But what makes this story fascinating isn't just about caffeine. It's about strategy, culture, localization, and how a global brand built an empire in a market that didn't even ask for it. So grab your notebook or your favorite cup of tea, and let's get started. Segment 1. Entering a culturally opposite market. Let's rewind to the year 1999. That was when Starbucks first opened its doors in Beijing. At the time, coffee culture barely existed in China. The market was dominated by tea, both culturally and commercially. To many analysts, Starbucks' entry seemed overly optimistic. But Starbucks wasn't in a rush. Instead of brute force expansion, it used something much rarer in corporate America: strategic patience. They studied the market, targeted affluent urban professionals, and placed their stores in premium locations, shopping malls, financial districts, and lifestyle hubs. They didn't try to change the culture. They tried to blend into it. Segment 2. Glocalization, not just a buzzword. Starbucks adopted a philosophy called glocalization. Simply put, think globally, act locally. What did that mean in China? Well, it meant launching drinks like matcha green tea lattes, red bean frappuccinos, selling mooncakes during Mid-Autumn Festival, offering beautifully packaged gift cards for Chinese New Year. They even adapted store design, creating open seating plans for group hangouts, adding calm Zen-inspired interiors, and working with local designers. In China, people don't just go to Starbucks for coffee. They go for a moment of prestige, quiet, connection, and yes, social status. Segment 3. Digital, mobile, and Alibaba. Another part of the magic? Starbucks China went more digital than Starbucks USA. By 2017, Starbucks had a WeChat mini app for ordering, full Alipay and WeChat Pay integration, delivery services through Alibaba, Star Kitchens, delivery-only outlets built into warehouses and malls. This wasn't just convenience, it was cultural fit. China is a mobile-first society. People pay, order, communicate, and live through their phones. Starbucks got ahead of that curve. Segment 4. Hofstede in action. Now let's go academic for a moment. Remember Hofstede's cultural dimensions? Here's a quick comparison. Power distance, high in China. Starbucks emphasized hierarchy and professional service. Collectivism, strong in China. Group promotions, big tables, family-focused branding. Uncertainty, avoidance, high. Trust building through ritual, loyalty programs, personalization. Long-term orientation, also high. Starbucks knew it wasn't about short-term profit. It was about planting seeds, slowly. These insights helped Starbucks avoid cultural backlash and build something deeper than just a transactional brand. Segment 5. The competition war. Enter Luckin Coffee. Starbucks had a good run until 2019. That's when Luckin Coffee entered the game, a homegrown, app-only coffee chain that exploded across China in just 2 years. At one point, Luckin even outpaced Starbucks in store count. How did Starbucks respond? Not with panic, but with improved loyalty programs, strategic store redesigns, pickup-only locations, doubling down on the experience, not just the drink. While Luckin won on speed and price, Starbucks stayed consistent with brand, quality, and premium value. Segment 6. What leaders can learn. So, what can future global leaders like you learn from this? 1. Culture isn't a side issue, it's the business strategy. 2. You don't need to dominate, you need to resonate. 3. Timing, trust, and technology must align. 4. Think long-term, but act with precision in the short term. And most importantly, respect matters. Starbucks respected the culture, respected the market, and respected the journey. That's why it's one of the most successful global adaptations of an American brand in the last 30 years. Segment 7. Your turn, the mini project. As part of this lesson, you'll be taking on the role of a global strategist. You'll choose a new country and propose how Starbucks can expand there, from entry mode to menu to mobile tech. You'll apply pestle analysis, Hofstede dimensions, market data and localization strategy, and maybe even a bit of storytelling. Because remember, Starbucks didn't just sell coffee in China. They sold a feeling. They built a third place, somewhere between home and work, for a whole new generation. Now it's your turn to figure out, where will Starbucks go next? And how will you make it thrive? Thanks for listening to this AGU MBA Global Business Environment podcast. If you've enjoyed this episode, don't forget to complete your workbook, explore the infographics, and begin your final project. Until next time, stay bold, stay global, and never stop learning. AGU Management College of America. AGUuniversity.org.